YouTube, and welcome to this edition of Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey. I greatly appreciate you guys joining us today. And thanks to all of the new subscribers, welcome. We've had a rash of new subscribers join. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Well, in the last episode, we started messing around with the dash on this Winston Cup car, and I was able to find a piece of metal. I've only got one piece, just enough, or just large enough to be able to build the dash. We're going to try to do that today. Plus, we got get the belts and all for the motor, and we'll be doing some other tinkering around. Ain't no telling what's going to happen around here today. But hey, fasten your seat belts. Let's get started. All right, the original dash inside the race car was made with like 19 to 20 gauge metal. It's pretty thin. What we're going to do is I'm going to put an aluminum dash in the car. Number one, because it's already painted, and it'll match the car, and it'll be easier to work with. What we're going to do, we're going to take this old dash. We're just simply going to lay it out on the top, and I've got to be exact on this because, like I was saying, I've only got one piece of metal. So we'll get this laid out and get it, I'm even going to try to locate the exact same bolt holes where the dash will actually bolt or screw into the firewall. So keep your fingers crossed I don't mess this up. We got one shot. Okay, we've got this laid out now. First thing we'll do, we'll go ahead and cut the exterior out, obviously. And then next thing, I'll go ahead and cut these gauge holes in. Then we will break it. And then the final thing we'll do, we'll measure out these bead rolls they had. And we'll use our bead roller here, and we'll get those in. Hopefully I got the right dies, I think we do. But they had one down the center from here to here. Then they had, looks like 3 across the top. So let's get this thing cut out and see what happens. Okay, it's kind of nerve-wracking thinking you've only got one piece of aluminum. Okay, this piece over here should be able to fit, or this end of the dash should be able to fit in my stomp shear, so we'll go over and get that done with a stomp shear. Okay. That's one piece, so it's now if I can figure out how to get these holes cut. I don't have a hole punch that size. We've got one for like 3/4, inch and 3/4 for roll cage tubing and stuff. But I'm gonna see how I can get these gingerly cut, so I'll be right back with you. Since I only have this one piece of metal to work with right now, I decided to go very cautious, very slow. So I went ahead and drilled the holes where the mounting screws will go down to the firewall. The reason I'm doing this is that whenever I break the dash has got to be broke at the point to where the gauges are, the exact spot. If it's not right, it won't hit that transition. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount the dash to the firewall and then double check the marks got. Even though I traced it off the old one, just 1/8 of an inch will make this where it won't work. So we're gonna go ahead and mount this in the car. And first of all, that'll allow me to check all my locations on my holes for the nut inserts we installed. And then we will double check that brake place. So let's see if it bolts in, hopefully. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hopefully this will even fit. Okay, Lord have mercy. This is nerve-wracking. Yeah, they look. Well, okay, that looks pretty good. Hey, if you had the other one to go by, it should be pretty close. Okay, that one starts. Let me get on this other side. That's what we can come up with. Okay, that's good. We got one started on each side, so that's positive. I went up to the bolt house yesterday and bought a whole bunch of, I was out of these little 1/4 inch cap screws. And good. Okay, I'll just get a couple more in here and we'll be able to, I tell you what, it looks pretty good on my mark on this side. Man, I'm so glad all these lined up. If we had to take them out, if we had to open them up just another 1/16 of an inch, it wouldn't matter because you still got the head of the screw that covered. All right, yeah, this will go in perfect. Okay, well, I'll give you a close-up of this and you can see how it looks. Okay, this is like it's going to bolt in. So like I said, we can adjust it. We have to open these up just a hair, but I can see those are all pretty much in the perfect spot. Now, what I wanted to check when I was explaining is I need this brake to fall exactly on the right spot. So it looks like I need to be just on the back side of the line on this side, because if that doesn't brake correctly, then these bolt holes here won't line up. So let's check this other side. Looks like we need to be on the back side. Okay, on this side, see, we can be right on the line where we want to break it. All right, that was a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. I just used a simple, cheap hole saw kit, and they're 2.5 inches wide. I'll take my die grinder and make it larger if we have to, or a hand file. But there you go, 4 gauge holes, and they are perfectly in line. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I tell you what, no, actually, I'm going to go ahead and see if we can break this thing now. So keep your fingers crossed. Since we're going to be breaking it on the back side to get the angles correct, I've got to transfer my marks from the front to the back, and we'll just do this by eye. This is just a stiffener brake, so this is not that critical. Okay, so let's go over here to brake and see if we can get these first two. We're gonna do that double 90. We'll see how this goes. Again, keep your fingers crossed. We're just gonna put a 90 on this now. Another 90. I'll just have to kind of guess at this angle. All right, there it is. Join us next week and see if it fits. No, all right, let's go over and see what we got. Okay, time to pay the piper. Okay, let's get a couple screws started. Tell you what, it don't look, from the angle we bent, doesn't look that bad. Golly, praise the Lord. I can't wait to show y'all this. Holy cow. All right, let's try the other side. I may have to do a little adjusting on the bottom one over here, looks like. That's 3 out of 4. Yeah, I got to do a little adjusting on this one. So, let me get this one hole out of 4 ain't bad. I mean, that's just shot in the dark. But I'm tickled to death. It worked. So, we have enough to work with now. I got thinking a while ago also, when I put these beads across here, when I bead roll it, you know, technically that shortens the metal up. So I sure hope that doesn't screw up all my holes up here. So we may put maybe just only 2 bead rolls in it. But anyway, let me get this one hole adjusted and we'll show it to you. Okay. All the screws are started. I've got a couple I may need to move out just, I mean, literally a 32nd of an inch. It's just one side of the hole, but let's let you take a look at it. Let's let you take a look at it. How about that? All right, guys. I am so ecstatic. Man, this is miner here cutting out for the switch panel and for the tachometer. How about that? I tell you also, as stiff as this thing is, I'm actually thinking about not putting the bead roll in it because we're going to paint this black anyway up here. So I don't think I'm going to put the bead roll. This aluminum is actually stronger than what the original steel was that they used. So, and as I was saying, if you put a bead roll in here, that actually moves the metal in, and I do not want to mess up all of my holes. So, fantastic. I am tickled to death. Now we'll take everything back out and cut those last 2 holes. Then I'll get the gauges and see if they'll fit in. We'll do a test fit on them. I'm sure I'll do just a little bit of hand filing on that. So 1 dash, 98% done. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I'll go ahead and open up the rest of these, get them all fit, then we'll start on the tachometer. Okay, that's 2 of them. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this piece here. And I just took the grinder, kind of unorthodox way we did that, but we'll just cut this out with snips. We've got the tack over here, and we'll be able to test fit it, and this will be pretty straightforward here. So, get this cut out. Get my good shears over here. Okay, there it is. Okay. Well, guys, that is one dash installed. I am so happy. I started on about 8 o'clock this morning. It's taken 3.5 hours, and I'm tickled to death. It's going to be strong enough where we won't put the bead rolls in there, because I knew the bead roll would technically shorten things up. I didn't want to mess up my whole position here for all the screws and bolts. That's it. One dash made. Well, I appreciate you guys helping us today and cheering us along as we built this dash. I greatly appreciate you joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And we're going to keep on working on this Buick and to go on to the next project. I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you and take care.